Welcome to Timeless Parables 2, 4, 7, where stories teach, and laughter connects us. Dive into tales of wisdom, faith, and fun that everyone can enjoy. Hit subscribe and let's share some timeless lessons together. Once upon a time, in the peaceful little village of Kokoma, there lived two shining stars, Abeni and Jumi. These girls were the pride of the village. Their singing and dancing could make even the birds stop mid-song, just to listen. Every evening, they would perform in the village square, and you could hear elders chuckling, kids clapping, and the occasional goat bleating along. It was a joyful place, indeed. But one day, something big came knocking on Kokoma's door. A fancy organization from the city announced a talent competition. This wasn't just any contest, no. It came with a prize so big, it could change a life. The whole village buzzed like a beehive, and all eyes were on Abeni and Jumi. Who would win? Would it be Abeni, with a voice like honey, or Jumi, with dance moves that could make the ground tremble? The big day finally arrived. The village gathered, squeezing together like sardines around the stage. Abeni sang her heart out, while Jumi danced as if her feet were on fire. The crowd was mesmerized, and when the results came in, Abeni took first place, and Jumi came in second. The crowd went wild. Cheers echoed through Kokoma as Abeni and Jumi held up their prize money. Abeni was over the moon. She imagined herself in flashing lights, on billboards, with people screaming her name. She could almost hear it, Abeni. Abeni. We love you. Her head was full of dreams. Jumi, on the other hand, quietly held her prize money and turned to her parents. Mummy, Daddy, what should I do with this? She asked, with the humble tone of a wise child. They looked at her, smiling gently. Invest it in your future, dear. Go to university. Education is the key. Jumi nodded, and soon enough, she enrolled in the state university, carrying her dreams with her but never forgetting her roots. But Abeni? Oh, she had a different plan. University? No. Who needs that when I have cash and talent? She packed her bags faster like a squirrel that snatched a nut, and headed straight for the city, leaving her parents waving on the dusty village road. She was convinced that stardom was just around the corner. Bye-bye, Kokoma. Hello, fame and fortune. At first, the city was a dream come true. Abeni started into music clubs, mingling with bands, and imagining herself on stage. But the city wasn't what she thought. It was filled with countless Abenis, people who could sing, dance, and had dreams just as big. Weeks passed, then months, and the glitter of city life began to fade. Her money ran out, and soon, she found herself struggling to buy even a loaf of bread. Fame? Nowhere in sight. And pride? Well, she had plenty of that. Too proud to ask for help, she struggled, sleeping on park benches, her dreams slowly crumbling away. Meanwhile, back in Kokoma, Jumi was thriving. She studied hard, earned her degree, and returned to the village, not as a star, but as a music teacher. And guess what? The children loved her. She taught them to sing and dance just like she used to. Her parents beamed with pride, knowing their daughter had chosen the path of wisdom. Jumi was content, knowing she had made the right choice. Then, one chilly evening, as the sun painted the sky orange, a tired, shadowy figure approached Kokoma. It was Abeni. But she looked different, her once bright eyes were dim, her clothes worn and dusty. She hesitated as she reached her family's home, afraid they'd turn her away. But her father didn't hesitate. He ran to her, tears streaming down his face, and hugged her tightly. "Welcome home, my daughter," he whispered. Her mother joined, wrapping Abeni in her arms. "We've missed you so much." Abeni's heart melted. She couldn't believe it. Here she was, broken and empty-handed, yet they still welcomed her with open arms. In that moment, Abeni learned a lesson she'd never forget. It wasn't about fame or flashy lights, it was about family, love, and wisdom. She began a new life in the village, and though she never became the star she'd dreamed of, she found something even more precious: peace. As for Jumi, she continued to shine in her own way, guiding the next generation of singers and dancers. She knew that by following her parents' advice, she had built a life that would last. And so, dear friends, the story of Abeni and Jumi teaches us a simple truth: dreams are beautiful, but wisdom and guidance are priceless. Some roads may seem longer, but they lead to the greatest treasures. Just like Abeni and Jumi, we all have choices to make. Will you choose the path of quick fame or the road of wisdom? The choice, as always, is yours. Thanks for tuning in to Timeless Parables 247. We hope you learned a lesson and felt a little inspired. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and hit subscribe, so you never miss a tale that'll make you smile. And remember, the next story is just around the corner. See you soon.